Hello, and welcome to James Leslie's Express Lane, where we get you in and out as fast as possible. Proudly presenting to you the top 10 babysitting tips ever. Starting with number 10, want to make the kids quiet for a while? Play the graveyard game. They lie down on the floor. Whoever moves or makes a noise first loses. Great way you can kill a lot of time with this game if they're really competitive and you have more than one. Also, if you only have one though, it's kind of hard to do. But, again, if you have two, play the $5 game. This is tip number 9, obviously, where you have them press their foreheads against the wall with a $5 bill between them and the wall. Whoever drops it first loses. The winner gets both. Depending on how much you're making off the parents, you might want to play the $1 game, the $10 game, or especially if it's only one kid, like, bet you can't go an hour with this bill between you and the wall. Set the timer, wait, and see how long they go. If they make it the full hour, they got $10. If they don't, they were out of here for 20, 30 minutes, however long. Who knows? But, number 8, personally, this is the one that I use the most. Duct tape. Duct tape the little bastards to the chair. You can do whatever the fuck you want then. Just make sure you're undoing before the parents get home. I forgot to do that once. I lost that babysitting job. Terrible. Number 7, if the parents have a good liquor cabinet, get a little bottle open, usually rum, rub it on the little bastard's gums, pass right out. They're sleeping. You don't gotta deal with them, you know what I mean? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Does it always work? Maybe. But, number 7, if you don't have alcohol, and or no, it's a Mormon family that don't drink, whatever reason they don't drink, improvise, adapt, overcome. Chloroform. Knock them right out. Might want to Google like how much you use on them, but I usually do about half a dose. Until the parents find it. That was I can't talk about that, lawsuits and all that. Anyways, my next tip, maybe not the best one, but because threats don't always work on kids, because you threaten a little boy with the sick Catholic priest on him, he may not know what you're talking about. It's like, all right, let me get in the Googles, Google Catholic priest with little boy, show him some of the headlines, and explain to him what molestation is. It doesn't always work, but because again, some kids don't understand what that is. I know, although it's pretty high on the list, just doesn't always work. Damn kids these days not knowing what a Catholic priest does. Anyways, next, the shed. If they have a shed, lock them in there. I'm sure sometimes summer days, it's 90 degrees out, it's 120 in the shed, they might get a little dehydrated. So maybe throw a bottle of water in there for them. They're out of your hair, you don't have to deal with them. What the fuck do you care? Parents aren't there to see. Anyways, now, this one might be just a little controversial. Just a little bit. My favorite tip. Actually, no, this is going to be second favorite tip. This is why it's going to be this part on the list. Sack of oranges. You beat a kid with a sack of oranges, it won't leave bruises. They'll sit down, they'll shut up, just look at them, hold up the bag of oranges again. If they start to act up, works every time. But let's say you don't want to work that babysitting job. What does one do? No, they'll be like, oh yeah, we're going to give you, $30. We're going to be gone for 5 hours. We're going to see a movie, go get dinner. We'll be back by 11. But it's Friday night. You want to go out with your friends too. What do you do? Simple. The best tip I can offer you. Look up the local sex offenders list and find one who's willing. Now, this one's even better because a lot of them will do it for free, but some will actually pay you. They'll be like, so you want me to look after these little kids while you go out with your friends? Yep. And the parents are going to be gone too? Sure, they get back at 11. I'll be back about 10:30. Make sure I beat them home. Like I said, sometimes they'll even pay you. So you get paid by the parents, you get paid by the local sex offender, and you get to go hang out with your friends with a bit more spending money than you thought you would. Word of warning, This is all satire. This is not real. Don't use these tips. These are all, well, the graveyard and the money game one, those actually aren't too bad, but the rest, don't use these tips. Please don't use any of these ideas for your own babysitting. I just had the idea. I'm like, that's a horrible idea. That's horrible. Oh my god, that is the worst idea I've ever heard. I gotta share it with the world. And so I share it with you, my YouTube channel. And as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.